Ghost Bear Flash Storm, the first Mechwarrior 5 Clans DLC, is going to be a heavy hitter. Hi friends, I'm TTB. Welcome back to Mechwarrior 5 Clans news. It's been a while. There was a little DLC update patch last week, and this week we finally got the information that we've all been waiting for. Everybody that has enjoyed Mechwarrior 5 Clans and the amazing story that PGI told with the clans, today we finally get confirmation. The next DLC is gonna hit soon, and is going to be about Clan Ghost Bear. In April, we will be able to get into a new story campaign. The new story. Leo Showers, the Ilkan before, was killed in the storyline, of course, of the Mechwarrior 5 Clans campaign. Ulrich Kerensky changes the rules of engagement. Clan Ghost Bears, Khans, Bjorn Jorgensen and Alifa Kabrinsky plot their next moves as they strive to take the lead in the race towards Terra. Ghost Bears, of course, being another very prominent clan, and the Kodiak, I think, was already featured back in Mechwarrior 2 Mercenaries, Mechwarrior 2 Ghost Bear Legacy, right? So, that is going to be very, very interesting. There will be a new unit. We will be taking command of the Silver Root Kishik. That is going to be an elite unit tasked with proving Ghost Bear's strength and reclaiming lost glory. We'll engage in a trial of possession to claim two mechs, the Ebon Jag and the Nightgyre. These are two clan heavy mechs, of course. Also, there will be a new battle. We will face up against the legendary Second Sword of Light in a battle for the control of the planet of Elshane, a world replete with mech factories and orbital shipyards capable of producing warships. Of course, that is critical for assets. Let's see what kind of new mechs we get. Well, right here, these are the new omnimechs that we will see on the battlefield. The Nightgyre and the Ebon Jaguar, like I said, heavy mechs. This one I think is 75 tons, Ebon Jag should be 65 tons. Very interesting mechs, cool mechs to play in Mechwarrior Online. Then, just recently released in MWO, now also making its way over to Mechwarrior 5 Clans. The Fire Moth, super fast light mech, is gonna be available. And the Huntsman, which is of course a medium mech, 55 tonner, if I'm not completely wrong. But, that's not all. We will also have new battlemechs. That's right, for the first time in Mechwarrior 5 Clans, we will finally have our chance to get our hands on battlemechs. Battlemechs are mechs that have no fixed engine. You can actually exchange the engine, but they don't use the Omnipod system of the clans, so all the hardpoints that you have on the mech are fixed. Hardpoints fixed, but not the engine, so you can bring more weapons or more speed, whatever you desire. In most cases, it's going to be more weapons. We will get the General 2C, of course. This one looks to me like an SRM bomber. Par excellence, this thing in Mechwarrior Online is a stone cold killer. Hunchback 2C. This looks to me like it is the variant that will be able to carry double Ultra AC-20s. Super strong mech. Rifleman 2C with a Laser Vomit. Strong mech, fun mech, that is a heavy mech. This is a medium mech. And then of course, Clan Ghost Bear's Totem mech. The mighty 100-ton Kodiak. Now we're gonna click on these so you guys can have an idea of how they look like. And by the way, look at where we are. We will be fighting, apparently, also in space, anchored to capital ships. And direct your eyes back there, my friends. That is, for the first time in Mechwarrior PGI history, an actual elemental. And yes, they will be there, and you will be fighting with them. It's gonna be amazing, I think. Alright, in the back, by the way, you have a Fire Moth right here, and there is an Ebon Jag in the back as well. There we have the Ebon Jag. Right here for scale, that is, of course, the elemental. You see the laser, or light PPC, whatever that is, in the arm, and here you have the grappling arm of the elemental. And of course, the jump pack in the back. This particular Ebon Jag, by the way, seems to be outfitted with, that's an LRM launcher, that might be an SRM or Streak launcher. It's got an LBX, I think, right here, and that is definitely a Gauss rifle. And of course, laser shooting from the side torso CT right here. Here we have the Fire Moth, very characteristic with the arms up in the air. In the back, once again, Ebon Jag right here, and this looks to me like this is a Stormcrow from the arm right here that I can see. That right here, of course, that would be the Huntsman, jumping up using jump jets, of course. Also looks like an LBX or some kind of autocannon right here, and some lasers. That's a Shadowhawk walking around here, so that is going against inner sphere units right now. Here we have two interesting mechs. Number one, here is the Jenner 2C, SRM6, SRM6, and this looks like an SRM4 or two SRM2s. And here we have the mighty Kodiak. 8 medium lasers. That is probably an Ultra AC-20, and then it also has, it looks like 2 SRM launchers or 2 streak launchers, I can't really tell. Then, right here, once again, the Jenner 2C in what looks like a factory setting, or, no, this looks like an orbital shipyard, guys, because this isn't space. Okay, that's kind of cool. There we have the Hunchback 2C. There's so much light show going on here, it's really hard to see what's happening, but this thing is just letting rip of WX-20s and 2 mediums, I believe. And here we have the Rifleman 2C. This is probably, can't really tell what this is supposed to be. I think this is like 4 large lasers. Remember, you can change the engines, so this is also going to be a nice long range mech and might actually have jump capabilities, we'll have to see. Okay, these are all the screenshots that we can see. The back here is the Kodiak, another different new biome. Then, the Mech Lab also gets some updates. Fine-tune your battlemechs with enhanced customization options, including engine swapping for battlemechs, not for clan omnimechs. Important. Battlemechs only. Only those 4 mechs. Kodiak, Gen 2C, Hunchback 2C, and Rifleman 2C. These are the only mechs you will be able to change the engine on. The rest are clan omnimechs. They have the omnipod system where you can change the arm or the side torso or whatever, but you can't change the engine. Okie dokie. Let's see what we have here. We have the Kodiak right here. Let's look at the standard armaments. I was right. UX-20, 2 streak 6s, and 4 ER mediums in each arm. Plus an ER large in the CT. I didn't see that one. And now, let's see what else we get to see here. There's 2 models, by the way. There's a Kodiak 1 and a Kodiak 1A. And these are... Ah, this is just a custom build, apparently. Okay, this is just a custom build for the Kodiak 1. Okay. Let's see. Here we see the engine, center torso, ER large in there, 2 slots, and then we see that you have the XL400 in here. Top speed, 64.8 kph, pretty fast for a 100-tonner. And you can remove the engine and put in something new. For example, right here, we see we can put in an XL300, 330, 365, 380, or 400. And if you look at the difference between the 400 and the 300, you gain, what is that? That is a whopping 18 tons in between the 300 and the 400. Yes, you're gonna lose speed, like you're gonna go from 64 kph to 48 kph, of course, with the 100-ton standard speed, but 300 engine rating is 48.6 or so kph. Don't ask me how I know that, as maining assault mechs in Mechwarrior Online. So yeah, 5 different options for engines. And that means that you can choose what you want to bring. My recommendation, as always, guys, you can go, depending on the mission, of course, maybe you have to go faster for some missions, but go slower, bring more weapons. Looking at this right now, because the question is going to come, is this going to be better than the Direwolf with the, 15 medium pulses? No. Not unless PGI goes ahead and changes the way that ballistics and missile weapons are balanced in this game. And I haven't seen any news to that yet or not, so I'm gonna ask them to see if they can give us some information, if they're gonna do some adaptation on the ballistics and missile weapons, because in my opinion, they are too weak. I think the lasers are in a good spot. I think the lasers are in a good fun spot, but the ballistics and missile weapons need to be buffed to be a little bit more viable. So we'll see if that happens as well. Battlefield enhancements, here we go. For the first time, like I said, this is so cool. Like, if you are a BattleTech fan, this is so cool. Elementals. Star Commander Rook leads his elemental point in support of your star. Direct Rook and his point using the command wheel while facing the elemental squads of Jade Falcon and Smoke Jaguar. Will we be able to stop on elementals? That would be fun. Evolved Combat. Fight on the hull of the Grizzly, the Ghost Bear command ship. There's a what's that? That's a jump ship in the background with some drop ships docked in. At least one drop ship docked here. And yeah, look at that. Rifleman 2C jumping. So that thing will have jump jets as well. It's kind of cool. I have questions on how the flamer is gonna work without any air, but maybe it's a special flamer. Let's not worry about that. Let's just think about how cool it is to see them. Like, actually, there's an elemental, I think, in the back jumping here, shooting a small laser. Cool. I'm really looking forward to this. This could be fire. We haven't had that. And one of the first fight scenes that you see in the BattleTech cartoon series from the early 90s or 80s, I don't know exactly when it was made, is actually a fight where they're fighting on a dropship, like literally on a dropship in space. So I'm looking forward to this one. Absolutely. New threat, face the Iron Talon, a powerful new boss in the most intense Mechwarrior combat yet. Alright, that doesn't tell us much what this is, but will be interesting to see whatever that's gonna be. Is that the boss? Is that the boss? Whatever it is, it seems to have a lot of guns. Alright. Hey, I have nothing against boss fights. The boss fights that were in MW5 Clans were fun. So looking forward to that. Alright. There's also going to be a free update, of course. Digital Extras will get an update. Trials of War will get an update. And we will finally have Mod Tools Early Access. This, in my opinion, comes half a year too late, PGI. I think this one should have been there at launch, quite frankly. Of course, there were various things that might have delayed that, of course. And I think, of course, PGI would like to have had that thing ready at launch, but we're getting it relatively late in my opinion, but thankfully it's going to be here now, and that means that people can now make some cool modding or have an easier time modding the game. Okay, Ghostbear Flashstorm coming in April. There's a different page though. If you go to the news page, you will get some more text that will also tell us the price of the DLC. So, PGI excited to announce MW5 Clans Ghostbear Flashstorm, and so am I. What is happening? For the omnimechs, for the battlemechs, command elementals. Take the flight to space and beyond in this footing expansion. What is space and beyond? Okay, I wanna see if that is just marketing blah or if we're actually going beyond space. I think that's just marketing blah, but it would be nice if they have some cool like tricks up their sleeves or some really cool like wow kind of situations. I would love to see that. You can already wishlist that thing on Steam. You will be able to purchase the Ghostbear Flashstorm DLC on Steam, Epic Game Store, Microsoft PC, Xbox Series S and X, and PlayStation 5. The release will be in April. Update will happen with the exact date and time. I mean, if I were to guess, I would say 4 to 6 weeks from this point. No, actually, no, yeah, 4 to 6 weeks from this point of making this video. How much will it cost? $20, but we'll have regional pricing. $20, I mean, we will have 8 new mechs, plus however many missions we get. If this is gonna be I want to say about 30% as long to 50% as long campaign as we had in the main game, then I think it's gonna be a super fair value. So that's like 10 missions or so. That could be fair. Like I'm hoping for more, of course, but seems fairly priced. Definitely a better move than what they tried to do for the last DLC. And if you haven't really heard what happened with the last DLC, like my take on it is they were having bad numbers because the game didn't sell as well as they thought it would sell, and they tried to get something out as quickly as possible to try and like beef up their quarter numbers a little bit, and unfortunately it backfired. So I don't think anybody was happy with that situation, but this looks to be a classic story DLC. It's not gonna have sandbox stuff in it, at least not from what I read here. So if you're looking for sandbox stuff, that's not gonna happen in this DLC. This is gonna be a story DLC. DLC sharing will work. If the host owns the DLC, you can play the DLC content in co-op and crossplay. So basically, if you want to play this with your friends, only one of you guys needs to have the DLC content if you want to multiplayer this. But other fixes and updates will be coming to Mechwarrior 5 Clans with Ghostbear, Flashstorm. Stay tuned for patch notes. Okay. There's also going to be a Steam Spring Sale. 30% off Mechwarrior 5 Clans and 60% off Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries if you don't have Mercenaries yet. Mercenaries has less story missions and is more of a sandbox experience. It's a game that people are playing a lot to this day, actually with more active players per day than Mechwarrior 5 Clans. That's not because Clans is a bad game, but because Clans is a single-player, story-driven game where you go through the whole story on a rail. You can't leave the story, and there's no sandbox aside from that. So naturally speaking, people play that. They play it once or twice, and then they jump off to do something else again. which is absolutely fine, right? But some people just would like to have a sandbox. I think PGI could make a really good move here if they look to make the next DLC introduce some of the sandbox mechanics that they had for Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, and I think the community would really, really enjoy that. But what do I think of this DLC so far? I mean, come on, guys. Here, shut up and take my money, right? This is looking like it's gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to this. Of course, I'll be playing it as soon as I get my hands on it, and of course, I will be giving you guys more infos as they unfold. The new mechs are cool. The setting is cool. I like the Ghost Bear clan. I love the Kodiak. It's one of my favorite mechs on the clan side, of course. The elementals, a lot of people are going to be super happy about that. So, hey, you know what? Let's hope this is a really good DLC, and then let's hope it also sells well to allow PGI to keep making more of this stuff, right? I'm looking forward to that. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Hope this video was helpful to you. Take care. Thank you so much, supporters. Couldn't do it without you. If you want to join Team TTB, check out the join button right here on YouTube, super thanks button in the comment section, or of course the links to Patreon or the merch store listed in the video description.